Kortlyn, you've had kind of a year missing a couple games, not really being sick, but you weren't able to play. How did you handle that after being exposed to COVID?
I didn't get sick or anything, so I was just kind of hanging out the whole time. It was super boring, and it was hard to watch the girls play online without actually being there, but I was cheering them on, so it wasn't awful, I guess. But the first game back, definitely I could tell I'd been sitting out for a week and wasn't, being as active as I was and stuff. So, but I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, active is a great way, I think, to describe how you play, is that you go 100 miles an hour on the floor all the time. Have you always been like that?
Yeah, I'm always on the go.
What is the favorite part of the game for you?
Watching my teammates succeed. For example, like assists to other players or big time plays with passes, stuff like that, that really gets people hyped up and the crowd going. That's what I enjoy the most about playing basketball.
We had several great highlights of you from Saturday, and one of them was you playing defense. Do you enjoy playing defense?
No. It was probably towards the end of the game. I did hear the coach on the other end telling the girls what to do and what play to run next, so I kind of had in mind what they were doing. So I was just kind of using that and was trying to guide the other girls to like, hey, this is what they're doing, let's do this. And then like I would get off my player because I know they're doing this. So it was kind of easier because their coach was kind of in their ear the whole time when we were down playing offense. So I was just kind of, listening to what she had to say and then going through with it on the defensive side.
Right. Well, that was a great, honest answer, though. I liked it. You talked about telling the other girls, what to do. That you seem like a real leader, and you're a very emotional leader. Am I reading that correctly?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on certain situations, like if one of the girls or even myself get a foul that's absolutely ridiculous, I'm not afraid to speak my mind, which I should be some point in times. I should be. But
now, come on, Courtney, I've never seen that happen ever.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
When you're playing, this is gonna be a tough question, but what's the thought in your head most of the time when you're actually out on the floor going back and forth?
That is kind of a tough one because it's just kind of all in the moment. I'm always trying to look for my girls, like have them spread the court so we can get different looks and stuff like that. Really pushing the ball is like the main thing that's in my mind on the court, because a lot of the teams, they like to slow games down and stuff. And we are really a go-go team. Every girl on our team is super fast and super athletic. So the faster we go in some cases is better for us at the end of the game.
Well, you certainly fit that role. I mean, you certainly fit that description of being go-go and up and down the floor. When you catch the ball in the wing, your drives, do you have those planned out, or do you just put the ball on the floor and see what happens? You know what I'm talking about?
Hope for the best. Yes.
You have been so creative around the basket. Always been like that?
Yeah, ever since I was a freshman in high school, I always found a way to get to the basket. If it was a Euro step or behind the back or whatever it was, I would always find a way to get there to the rim because I'm better at the rim than I am at the 3-point line.
You've told this story to me, and I'm sure other people before, but after going to Johnson County for a year, you wanted to get a little closer to home. Can you tell us that story and the reasons why you made that move?
Well, my sisters all and my brother decided to have kids, a lot of kids. So I'm super attached to all of them, very family oriented. So I decided it was my best interest to move closer to home so I can be around my family more. And NCMC is very family oriented as well. The community is really well put together. And I felt like at Johnson County, it just wasn't like that. It was very segregated in many ways. And so I just kind of fell more towards the family side of it rather than Johnson County, like you're athletic, you're here. If you're not, then you're here, So at NCMC, everyone's together. Doesn't matter if you're athletic or not, or what you do in life, everyone's still supportive of each other and they're there always with you. So
because Johnson County's in Kansas City, did you feel the big city versus smaller city thing?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's way like even though we're both D2 community college, Johnson County is a much bigger college than us, way more spread out. There's just not as much support there as there is here.
Speaking of bigger colleges, do you enjoy playing against bigger colleges, for instance, Mineral Area?
Yes, I love how competitive it is. I love the close game situations just because when we are up by 30 points, then it's just the game kind of drags on and stuff. But when you're actually into the game and it's a close one and you have to do different in certain things, then it's just you feel a lot more power in the game, and it's just a way more interesting and better feeling.
How big of a win was it for you Saturday after dropping the game to Mineral Area in January?
I feel like it was a pretty big deal. After the game, my adrenaline was still going for probably the whole night, actually. It was a great accomplishment for our girls, knowing that, hey, if we can beat this D1 school, that's a pretty solid team. We can beat anyone in our region. Like, we'll have every opportunity to get after it, and we shouldn't fall to any teams that are less than Mineral Area. So I think it was a big deal for our team.
What are you going to do when you're done with school this year? Are you going to go on and play somewhere, or do you want to, I'll let you answer what direction you want to take.
Haven't really decided yet.
I guess you have the option of coming back for another year, don't you?
Yep. So I'm thinking about going that route. It's not official yet. I don't really know how to answer that yet because I don't personally know myself yet.
Okay. Well, that's a perfect answer. Then answer this one if you can. The end of this year. I like this question because I want to know what's in your head. How do you want this year to end on the floor? What's that last game, wherever it may be, whomever it may be against? How do you want that last minute to play out?
I just want pretty much the last minutes of the game to be all of our girls playing with all they have, playing together, loving what we do because this is why we do it. I would love for it to be a national championship. So hopefully that's where we're at. But regardless, win or loss, we still stick together and have fun with it while we're doing it.